I'm really excited to bring up next Maddie. So Maddie, as I mentioned, is the lead apparel engineer at Wearable X. She is a designer who specializes in integrating hardware and apparel to create a unique experience. Wearable X is a fashion tech company that brings together design and technology to create a better quality of life. Their signature Nadi X yoga pants with haptics help yogis elevate their practices and are on like the must-haves list for Christmas lists in case you're still looking for people. Um, as a Parsons graduate, Maddie is trained in fashion and textile design. She's combining skill set with a curiosity for technology and innovation, and she envisions an industry that empowers people through their clothes while maintaining a really clean aesthetic. And so, Maddie, I'll let you take it away to talk about the future of materials and wearables in the fashion industry.
Great. Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you to LDV for having me here today. Thanks, Kaylee, for sharing some more information on Clo and the future of virtual fashion. Very big fan of Clo, so really exciting to hear about the future of where the software is going. So as Abby mentioned, my name is Maddie. I'm a designer and innovator in the smart textiles and wearable space, contrary to my background based in New York City. I'm currently the lead apparel engineer for Wearable X. My background is in fashion and apparel, focusing on sustainable textiles and women's wear. At an early age, growing up in New York, I loved to build things and put things together. I was inspired by the clash of cultures, the rush of the city, and constant innovation that is the New York state of mind. This later translated into my design language of how to marry different materials that I had never seen integrated together previously. My passion for smart textiles began, finding ways to enhance textiles to do more for you than just cover your body. Throughout my career in smart textiles, I've been fortunate enough to work with some brilliant people and work on some life-changing projects. To name a few, wearables for people who are deaf and hard of hearing to feel sound, haptic projects for Hollywood, namely HBO's Westworld, devices for kids who are deaf and blind, and more currently, yoga pants that actually guide the wearer through a yoga pose sequence and encourage better posture and form. I'm thrilled to be speaking to this amazing group of innovators and mostly women today and share my thoughts on the rising innovation in the wearables industry. Technology, as we know, is in almost everything that we consume, and women are 85% of the average consumer. So it is so important that the technology that is designed and created today, especially that which is created for women, is designed by women. This is why I'm so honored to be speaking at this inspiring event of mostly women in tech. So technology is getting smarter, and as a result, the smart textile industry is reaching new bounds. The future of wearable tech and smart clothing is data-driven, personalized by the wearer, and gets smarter as you wear it. I'm a firm believer that as technology becomes an essential ingredient in one's every movement, including the clothing that they wear, that people do not have to walk around looking like robots. Instead, the garment industry is getting smarter in the way that technology becomes a layer of textile that integrates seamlessly into a material and into a garment. Wearable technology should empower the user and enable one's own superpower through technology. While fashion tech enables us to access important information about and around oneself, the exciting part for me is the future where wearables allow you to have experiences beyond what the human body is currently capable of. This I'm categorizing as one's enabled superpower. So at Wearable X, we are passionate about doing just that. Wearable X is a fashion tech company that brings together design and technology to create a better quality of life. Inspired by the core value of connecting people to one another and themselves, Wearable X has created experiences for a variety of partners and users. Using the power of haptics, we have partnered with brands, basically everyone from every industry, such as Durex, American Express, and Pepsi Cola, not companies that you would normally think would be paired with a wearable tech company. The X in Wearable X actually stands for experiments, which is exactly what the foundation of the brand is built on. We are constantly building, learning from our community, iterating, making mistakes, and continuing to create. This has led us to create a variety of experiments using the power of vibration on the body, from underwear for couples in long-distance relationships to interactive jerseys for sports fans to be more engaged to their team. Nadi X is the latest experiment from Wearable X, which has woven in technology for easier yoga on your own terms. We found that people were intimidated by yoga and often made excuses about not having enough time to go to class. The Nadi X pants, paired with Bluetooth and your smartphone, breaks down each pose step by step and guides the wearer with vibrations on the body. The sensors embedded into the pants know what pose you're in and in real time and are able to detect whether you've made it into that pose. Nadi X has paved the way for Wearable X to be a true leader in this space, setting the standards for smart textile washability by meeting existing industry standards of wash and dry. The hardware integrates with soft, stretchable material to create a comfortable fit similar to any well-made yoga pant. I see wearables as a smarter extension of oneself. How can we enchant everyday objects to maximize our performance and intelligence? I believe that the methods of integration we use lead to higher consumer adoption. The more the industry moves towards using technology as a textile rather than hard pieces attached to a garment, like a walking robot, the more people will accept wearable technology as a staple in their own wardrobes. As interest in data, personalization, and greater experiences on the body increase, so will the need for enchanted textiles and clothing. So the future of wearables are not just focused in fashion, but in all industries, including femtech, wellness, fitness, medical, safety, and communications. Wearable technology in healthcare has so many potential benefits, specifically in femtech and motherhood. Motherhood is an expensive period physically and economically for many women. Women are over 85% of the consumer purchasing power in the world, and last year alone, the global market for female-focused health products generated over $800 million and is estimated to reach $3 billion by 2030. The femtech market itself is valued at over $48 billion by 2025, and the maternity market at $9 billion by 2023. So there's a huge demand for a solution in the maternity market that is personalized to the modern mother's schedule. There's early research with haptics and integrated technology into maternity wear that can help mothers reduce pain and adjust their posture, something that the market is currently lacking for the mother on the go. Women's health is something that we're very passionate about at Wearable X, and it is something that we're currently in the process of pursuing. Through my own research and journey in the space, I've done extensive experimentation with haptics that have shown the power of vibration with the human body, including using vibrations to distribute pulses to alleviate pain and even aid in some temperature regulation. Safety is another industry that can greatly benefit from advancements in smart textiles. With safety wearable tech, it's truly personal, as some of these wearables are present in moments of a patient's life when other technology is not. Wearable tech can be programmed to help wearers track their healthy decisions, set goals, monitor health conditions and vitals, track medications, follow recovery of post-op patients, and even track sleep. Some of this you may recognize and is being done today, but other use cases are more achievable than you would think in the near future. Having that always-on monitor that integrates seamlessly with your clothing can keep one safe and even prevent severe harm. So now, can wearables allow you to perceive a sixth sense? And there's actually a lot of research that says that they can. The power of vibration on the body can emote so many things, from feeling guidance through a yoga sequence to muscle stimulation, to even understanding forms of communication that we cannot see. There is an astounding amount of research pointing to the plasticity of the brain and the reception of vibrations on the body. A project that I previously worked on explored how patterns of vibration on the body can allow for people who are deaf and hard of hearing to perceive the sounds of their environment through learning a language of touch, which you can see on the screen in front of you. We called it the vest. Studies further show that the human body and brain can perceive senses that we cannot even detect, such as infrared. So I have a hope for a more sustainable future in the industry, starting with materials we use and how we recycle electronics. In New York alone, the clothing and textile waste makes up 5.7% of all New York waste. But consumer concern is growing throughout the world, and 75% of shoppers viewed sustainability as extremely important, and researchers have seen mentions of sustainability more popular overall across social media. So we're going in the right direction, but we need to continue to apply pressure to the industry to do better. We all can have an extreme impact on the environment through how we create, process, design, and purchase our textiles. Through a conscious mindset and continued hunger for innovation, we can create a more sustainable industry. At Wearable X, we've begun to experiment in how we can recycle wearable technology into art and beyond. This year, we were featured in the Venice Biennale, showcasing art that was created from recycled Nadi X fabric and their hardware. This here is a demonstration of our research of the process, but there is so much more we want to do.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Maddie. Really interesting stuff, and I'm so excited for people to get to chat with you more about it as we get into the breakout sessions, right? And the power that all of these wearable technologies embedded in textiles can really have.